Hey y'all, it's Lissa, aka Bangs and Glasses. I'm back with another 30 days of sketches. So this is the layout I'm working on today, and the sketch is this one from Gloria. I really loved the circle elements on this page. So I already have my papers glued down, and I did go ahead and start kind of figuring out my clusters. So I'm working on those right now. So these papers are from Vicki Boutin's Sweet Rush and Print Shop collection. The background paper is a pre-made Vicki Boutin mixed media paper as well. The photo I'm working on today is a photo of me and my husband. We were out at dinner while we were on a trip to Kansas City, and we ate dinner at a Peruvian restaurant, which was the first time we had ever had Peruvian food. It was so good. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing that we ended up at that restaurant, and it was awesome. So for this page, I wanted to use a lot of like yellow and pink and green just to kind of bring out the colors of the food in the photo and the colors in the background of this pre-made mixed media layout. So right now I'm going through my ephemera and stickers and just working on those clusters. I decided to pull out these palm trees and like pineapples, orange, just kind of going with tropical vibes to go with Peru as the theme. And my title's already on the page, and it's fantastic food. The food was definitely fantastic, so that was a fitting title for this page. So I've been really loving the 30 Days of Sketches series this time around. I've really enjoyed getting to play around with Vicki Boutin collections lately. I've been on a Vicki Boutin kick for sure for like the past month or so. So you're going to see a lot of Vicki Boutin in my layouts coming up for these past couple months. And right now I'm just working on building out these clusters even more with some stickers, trying to get the layering of everything correctly, how I want it to be layered on the page. And I'm starting to stick stuff down here as well because I've decided, yep, this is definitely going to go here. And we're just going to keep adding and adding because I love a lot of embellishments on my page. So I did want to talk about here as well, just kind of my process for picking out my papers, because I did recently receive a great comment on my channel just saying, you know, my papers seem to always look so good together and like not overwhelming, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Rebecca. So for my process for picking out the papers, which I don't film because that process itself takes me like 20 minutes sometimes, and then the video would just be so long. I really look at kind of, you know, I have my main paper that I want to use, like this paper I for sure want to use on the page, and then I kind of pull colors from that. You'll notice I rarely use cardstock, so I do a lot of pattern on pattern on pattern, which I love, but it can get visually pretty overwhelming if you're not really paying attention to like size and scale and giving your eye a break. So my background paper is a pre-made mixed media paper. It has a lot of colors already in it. So it has, you know, like yellow, kind of like a pink, and then there's some text that's kind of like a bluish green. So those are the colors I decided to go with from my other papers that I added in. So my other papers, I have this big floral paper that has like orange and kind of yellow and pink and a white base for the background, and then I have this green paper which really reads more as a solid because it's pretty minimal in the pattern. And then I have this other white based paper that has suns on it, which is about the same scale as the floral paper. So I really pay attention to like scale and just keeping a very limited color palette, and that kind of helps my pages not seem so like overwhelming when you're looking at everything. I also will say for like the papers, if I'm doing like a white based paper. So I mean, paper that's a pattern, but like the background of it is white. I don't like to have that touching another paper that is also white on the background. Because then it just kind of gets lost into each other. So this green paper in the middle is separating those two patterns. So it allows me to have both on the page at the same time. So now I'm going back to that thicker sheet, and yeah, I'm trying to put some more hearts from that on the page just to have some more texture on the page. It's like a very shiny, kind of puffy sticker. And I'm still just looking through these clusters and just adding and adding anything that I think looks kind of like tropical or that's in my like yellow, green, pink, orange color palette that I'm using here. Yep, so trying to see if there's anything on this sheet that I maybe could add in. I think I find maybe a couple more elements. Oh yeah, I found this kind of secondary title on here. It says looking on the bright side, which is perfect for this page, not just because of the colors, but also really goes with the story behind this page. So how we ended up eating at this Peruvian restaurant in Kansas City, we were going to go to a different restaurant, and when we got there it was closed, and this restaurant was right next door, so we just figured, let's just try this restaurant instead. And it was so good, y'all. I don't know if you've ever had Peruvian food, but I definitely recommend it. I could not tell you what I ordered or anything, but what we got was really good. Yeah, so I'm just finding a couple little flowers on this sticker sheet from the project pad to add in here just to build things out just a little bit more. I like to definitely embellish a lot on my pages. So I'm just seeing if there's anything else. And then I think right here is when I realize I'm all done. And then at the end here, I'm going to have a still shot of the final layout. Thanks so much. Bye.